Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I don't really know how I'm supposed to go after somebody as energetic as Sister Aisha Prime, but I am going to try, so bear with me. Tonight, and during this convention, you've been hearing a lot about the Muslim Ummah, the Ummah. But what is the Ummah really? When we talk about the Ummah of Muhammad ﷺ, what is the Ummah? Well, there are 1.8 billion Muslims in the world right now. Some of them live in the 50 Muslim majority countries in the world. Some of them live, 20% of them live in Arab countries, but where the rest of them live? A 2010 Pew study found that there were more Muslims in the United Kingdom at about 3 million than there were in Lebanon, and more Muslims in China at 23 million than there were in Syria at the time. Currently, there are over 3 million Muslims in the US, including you and I, and together, we make up the Ummah. But right now, the Ummah is hurting. It seems no matter where you turn, Muslims are increasingly subjected to growing injustice, to scrutiny, to rules, regulations, travel bans, displacement, and last but not least, killing. There is a deliberate targeting of civilian Muslim populations all over the world. In Syria, over 500,000 people have been killed, more than 5 million refugees, and more than 6 million have been displaced internally. It's the largest humanitarian crisis since World War II. In the apartheid state of Israel, Palestinians struggle every single day, and they have not only been denied their land, but they've been denied their right to live. They're being denied their own culture, which is deliberately being appropriated and renamed. From clothing to tradition to food to the capital of all Muslims, Jerusalem, it is being branded as Israeli. The world right now is just waking up to the plight of the Rohingya Muslims in Myanmar. With thousands killed and thousands more fleeing, some of them taking refuge right here in Chicago. In Yemen, the UN describes the situation as the world's largest man-made food security crisis. Out of a total population of 28 million, 22 million need aid, 11.3 million are in acute need, and 17.8 million are food insecure. Close to 1 million cases have cholera. The Uyghurs of China, they're the globally ignored Muslim population, suffering at the hands of a government that is trying systematically to erase their existence, to erase their very identity by making it illegal to give their children Muslim names. Can you imagine having a child and not being able to name your child what you want to name them? To teach, and in many cases even own a Quran, where owning a Quran is a crime. They're not allowed to fast in the month of Ramadan and are force-fed, or to even have a proper Islamic wedding ceremony. And how about right here at home? Right here at home, there is a disproportionate number of our African American brothers and sisters incarcerated and killed, and their only crime is that they're black in a white world. And we sit around waiting for someone to save them. We sit around for someone to save us. Someone should do something. You see this on social media all the time. Anytime you see an article about Muslims and about what's going on in the world, and you inevitably see that comment, someone should do something. Someone should save them. Someone. Who is this someone? Who is this someone that we're waiting for? I want you all to do me a favor. Are you all with me? If you're between the ages of 13 and 17, I need you to stand up. I see you guys. Come on, if you're between 13 and 17, I need you all to stand up. I have one name for you, Ahd al-Tamimi, a 16-year-old Palestinian girl who realized that her identity is everything, and for that, she's willing to sacrifice everything. You are the social media generation. Know your history. Own your legacy. Shine the light on the truth. If you're between the ages of 18 and 22, I need you to stand up. Come on, don't let the 13 to 17-year-old crowd win out. I have 3 words for you, and they're 3 words you might have not heard before. The 3 words are Hearts for Humanity. It's a MAS program that came from a group of youth your age and younger. They came together and decided that this ummah is hurting and they need to do something for this ummah. And you know what? They made it happen. In 2016, they raised $23,000 for Syria. In 2017, $139,000 for Yemen. And in 2018, their goal is $200,000 for the Rohingya Muslims. And I'm willing to bet you right here and now, they will achieve that and make more, because when you guys put your minds to something, you do it. It's a program run by the youth your age and younger, because they know they are the someone. If you're 24 and over and you can stand up, stand up. The 24 and older don't want to stand up. So you're going to let the younger ones best you, all right? You are the professionals. You're the money makers. You're the parents. You're the movers and shakers. You're the parents to be. You are the ones who will raise the ummah's next Salah ad-Din. You are the socially aware, the more experienced, the politically active, or at least you should be. Support the younger activists. Raise the upcoming ummah. Make them aware. That is on you. It's on me. Let's stop shielding them. And let's stop blowing up their bubble. They live in the real world. Teach them within their age level, but teach them. Let them give their ideas. They will always, every single time, surprise you. And if you're 12 and under, I haven't forgotten about you. The world wants you to believe that you're too young. Your parents want you to believe that you're too young. Society wants you to believe that you're too young. But you know what? You're not too young. You are smart, and you are active, and you know things. Ask to help. Ask to be part of the solution. Learn about who your ummah is. Fight for your ummah. Love it like family and stand up for it. You, look around you. You are all the ummah. You are the hope. Not someone. You are the someone. The ummah is bleeding right now, and by Allah, this ummah will not rise until each one of us rises. You are that someone. Jazakumullahu khairan.